Hello, everyone. Welcome, and greetings from the Sahara Desert, where the Quantum Bioengineering headquarters are, and from where we are transmitting today. So, after 1 year of this wonderful project, we are here, and we welcome everybody that is joining us now for this project. So, please, let's start by taking our pulse. And let's put all our attention in the beat of our heart and raising our frequency quality with all our attention, intention, and compassion, connecting from our heart, our pulse, to the heart of the planet. The heart of the universe, raising our frequency quality as resonators for world peace in this project. So let's start today by making a journey that I'll be guiding you that will help to, as a starting point, to regain all the strength, power for this coming next year. So with our pulse taken, ask for a geometric figure, whatever your heart indicates. And I want you to wrap yourself in that geometry. A geometry that is consciousness, that is incoherence, in cohesion, in harmony. It could be a star, it could be a sphere. And so this geometric structure, this live geometric structure, has a big photonic of light that emits in all directions, outwards and inwards. And so we will position ourselves, each one of us, within that geometry. And putting all our attention and intention in connecting with the origin of this project. This project has been inactive for more than 1 year, where many hearts have joined us to meditate for 1 hour a week for world peace, maintaining and sustaining this frequency 24/7 for the whole year. So we begin to connect with this field, this tapestry that we have woven. And while we connect with this field and this tapestry, we go to the origin. What is its origin? And we position ourselves in that origin, the origin of this project, the origin for that craving for world peace, in the origin as resonators of a better world. It could take some of you to your childhood or to other traditions, other lifetimes. And the origin of this PULSION for peace has been like a legacy that has been passed from one generation to the next through hundreds and thousands of years of humanity, the craving for peace, the craving for the frequency of peace. And while we're here in this journey through our pulse, we will position ourselves in a very specific time space. It will be Palestine in the city of Bethlehem. We'll go there, all of us, putting all our attention, intention, and compassion in connecting with Bethlehem in Palestine. And the time, the moment when the sisterhood of the adoratrix sisters was created for world peace. It's a sisterhood that prays 24/7 for world peace. We will connect with the information, the frequency, the intention. The intention of that community. Each hour, each day, each month, emitting the same frequency, a prayer for world peace, a prayer for world peace within each one of our hearts. Peace for every sentient being. And from there, we will continue traveling to last year in August, when Sandra reached Bethlehem in Palestine. She wants you to go with her, enter that monastery, feel the silence within, feeling those sacred paths of Jerusalem and Palestine, that atmosphere of devotion and silence in the heart of that monastery. We will go to that temple where this practice is performed, a space with a frequency that is really special, a frequency of faith and surrender to all the sentient beings, a frequency that resonated in Sandra's heart and therefore in all the QBI hearts. It was a calling for a world purpose. Let's feel that frequency and observe the reverence for world peace. The revelation of joining together with the same objective, connecting with the purest source of love, of life, and spiritual connection, synchronizing all the hearts of all humanity for its well-being and the well-being of the planet. The message was very clear. Let's activate the pulse of the heart like a world resonance, creating a wave of peace and love that will transcend borders, cultures, beliefs. Let's put that message in our hearts. Activate the pulse of our hearts like a world resonance, creating a wave of peace and love that transcends borders, cultures, and beliefs. This planetary pulsion was born like an ancestral legacy for world peace, and to keep sustaining that movement from our quantum bioengineering tools. It's a movement that invites all hearts to join in meditation so that we can use the power of the heart to generate a vibrational change in the world. All here can feel that this is possible, a change in vibration in the whole world. And we are weaving every hour, every day, every month, that vibrational change in the world. From last year, this project has expanded like a living web, where each one of the participants have joined from their possibilities and becoming guardians of peace. We replicate the heartbeat of humanity. And so now, through the pulse of our heart, let's continue our journey to see the work that we have been doing during the last year, a whole year of dedication, generating this frequency and this resonance. Last year, our focus was in the protection of water and nuclear energy. Let's connect with these elements that are critical for life in our planet. Water as a source of life, of vital, has been protected through our meditation and conscious actions. We have looked to preserve its purity and guarantee access like a universal right. On the other hand, we also focus on the nuclear energy, a very powerful force, but dangerous, that needs to be handled with consciousness to avoid disasters, not only for humanity, but for the whole environment. When we were finishing this year's project, this objective was for that year. But just as we were about to finish the year, things have become a little bit tighter in the world, and evolutionary forces are keep trying to push the planet into chaos, into crisis, in pain and suffering. Just as we were finishing this project and we were to close this project for peace, a new situation came up that have called Sandra's attention very powerfully. And things are more complicated now. What is the message? Should we continue with this weaving from quantum tools, from our knowledge and our intentions and our compassion? Or should we immerse ourselves in our personal lives? And the answer was clear. We must go on with a new focus, but we have to go on. We must go on. That's why we're here together. So Sandra began to scream. What was the most important focus in this project for peace? We have worked with water and protection of nuclear energy. What then would be the most important objective? What would be our priority now? And I'm sure that when she shares it with you, it will be very clear and will resonate deeply. This year, the energy of planetary pollution are focused on two important projects: electromagnetic pollution and the way that it affects peace within us and in the whole planet, and the impact of artificial intelligence. So, electromagnetic pollution and the impact of artificial intelligence. So, through your pulse, I want you to observe how it affects us humans, but also how it affects all other sentient beings. This electromagnetic toxicity and how it affects the frequency of peace, of calm, of harmony. How does it affect all these manipulations through artificial intelligence in our psyche, in our consciousness? These phenomena of electromagnetic pollution and artificial intelligence that is toxic are emergent. And although they're not as visible as water or nuclear energy, they affect health and well-being of the planet and all inhabitants. It affects world peace. So, electromagnetic pollution comes from generalized use uh, of devices of wireless communication. And although we have managed them, they inundate our environment and our own cells. They are affecting the balance, the equilibrium of the planet and within our own bodies that generate alterations in our biological rhythms and our health. So it's very important to act from collective consciousness here to protect our bodies and the earth from these invisible influences. And artificial intelligence. So please, as I share, please connect with your pulse. Although artificial intelligence has improved many areas of human life, it is also questionable because it has been used in wars, in energetic resources, and its accelerated development can disconnect us from nature and increase our technological dependence, altering social interactions in ways that we cannot even imagine. And so our work here is to prevent problems. We have to be able to look through the pulse of our hearts. What would be the results if we let these emergent technologies go forward in an unbalanced way, and how this could affect world peace? So in this project, we believe that it's crucial to work in the harmonization between technology and the spirit of human beings, making sure that artificial intelligence is truly aligned with general well-being and not with its exploitation. And that is our mission, to make sure that technology is aligned with the well-being of the collective and not with its exploitation. This change in focus in this year has to do with um, acknowledging that these things require our spiritual attention. Everything that surrounds us requires our spiritual attention, not because something is synthetic. It shouldn't affect us spiritually. That's why it's very important to look towards the future, to leave a legacy for the next generations that will go on just as us with this great work. So, as we meditate against electromagnetic pollution and the influence of artificial intelligence, we are looking for an equilibrium where the artificial does not overcome the natural world, and where these invisible forces are transformed into energies that are used for the benefit of all sentient beings. So it's just flapping. It's just flapping the bread. If technologies are beginning to cause disasters and we are observing, we can see as prevention in the future of what could happen. So we must be able to continue with this planetary pulsion to turn this around. The community here, from the pulse of our hearts, we will join one more time with a new vision, a new mission that is protecting the essence of life against those uh, invisible forces that are threatening. It's not, you cannot see it, but it's there and it's generating a lot of noise. So let's work one more year. And this time, so that the technological evolution and energetic evolution is done in perfect harmony with the most elevated purpose of humanity and of Earth. This is our mission for the planetary PULSION 2024-2025, where all of us can can join, can continue, and can add to the project. So, the first phase, when we talk about peace, we have to be able to find the peace within us. And for that, we will do a small meditation to prepare us for resonators for world peace before we can transmute and transform the energies of the electromagnetic pollution and artificial intelligence. We have to be able to transform the internal poisons and the darkness within us into light. So, with our pulse taken, connecting with that inner divine spark within our hearts, let's invite our divine presence that inhabits the deepest part of our being. Today, we will talk to our divine presence with humility and sincerity, and we will look our path for internal peace. Even if the whole world is full of noise, chaos, distractions, observe that chaos, observe the noise and distraction. But in the deepest part of us, there is a sacred space where calm, serenity are there. Connect with that sacred space through the pulse of your heart. And we will pray for that source of wisdom and peace to guide us in that internal voyage towards that point where peace is there forever. And it will help us to get rid of all our worries, all our fears, and anxieties that we are carrying. As you inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, give yourself permission of liberating yourself from all the thoughts that disconnect you from peace, from the peace of your supreme being. In each breath, feel the presence of your being. Honor your being. It is an anchor that lets us come back to the present moment, the only place where true peace can be found. And now, let's ask our higher being to help us remember that peace does not depend on what happens outside, but the harmony that we cultivate within. Peace does not depend on what happens outside of us, but in the harmony that we cultivate within. May we find where, in acceptance of what is, compassion for ourselves, and gratitude for the life that beats within us. Let us be capable of seeing ourselves without judgment. In this moment, put your image of yourself in front of you, recognizing all your light and all your shadows, and embracing all that you are. Asking your higher being to dissolve the tensions and conflicts that you have within, and that it will help us to find clarity and equilibrium in our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We ask our higher self to be able to feel peace in every corner of our being, like a river that flows without effort, remembering that we are connected to something much bigger than ourselves, to that love that embraces everything, that can do anything, and that this internal peace becomes our guide, our strength, and a refuge when the challenges of life come to the door. So let's ask our higher self that we can be instruments of the peace in the world, irradiating peace and tranquility and love from our inner being so that each encounter is impregnated with that light. So, within your geometry, your sacred geometry, with infinite rays of light, allow them to expand, touching each one of your cells, each one of the atoms of your reality, asking the consciousness of your supreme being to teach you to learn from that place of peace, trusting that finding it within, we will take it to the world around us. And now you have some moments for this sacred geometry of light dissolves all the energy that is not in the frequency of peace, be it in our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, and in our spiritual body. So visualize that white light that comes from the center of the universe, a gray beam of master light of a whitish, vibrant, brilliant hue. And it descends from the center of the universe, entering through your crown and expanding all your being. Visualize this white light as it cleans any type of electromagnetic pollution in your personal field and in your environment. And as this light, this master beam of light of white color begins to purify and expand its action, visualize how it expands to your habitat, your city, your country, and finally the rest of the world, weaving layers of protective light that dissolve all the electromagnetic energies that are not coherent. This master being has invited each one of us to be resonators of its action, of purification, of this electromagnetic pollution. Observe all your being as it has now purified of this electromagnetic pollution from your mobile phones, your computers, routers, the fridge, TVs. All your being has been purified. Observe the planet wrapped with this white master beam of light and feel that connection, deep connection with the earth. Now you will start to visualize artificial intelligence as the web of energy around the planet, putting your intention that this web is a conscious tool for the well being, evolution, and peace for humanity. So let's project that intention very clearly of harmony, where artificial intelligence works in collaboration with nature and humans, sustaining the evolution of a healthy planet with balanced relationships between technology and organic life. And feel how that web synchronizes itself with love and peace that this white cosmic being of light represents, aligning with the most elevated intention of common well being. We visualize the whole planet irradiating white and golden light of peace and equilibrium, feeling how the peace in our hearts expands towards the universe, and repeating that peace prevails in earth, that artificial intelligence and technology are tools of well-being and harmony. Feel how peace anchors in yourself and in the planet, in you as a resonator for the planet, and keeping that connection of our hearts, of our pulse, with the pulse of the earth, and leading the resonance towards the great source of life, creator of the universe. We will now direct our attention from the innermost part of our being, from our first breath of life, of existence, to this moment where we are now. From the beginning of time, when our ancestors were walking on earth for the first time, the seed of peace has always been the craving for all hearts. With humility, let's recognize the moments of light and the moments of darkness in the history of mankind, are going forward and are going backwards. The lessons learned and the ones that are still to be learned. And we will direct ourselves through the pulse of our heart to this divine intelligence that inhabits everything. We recall those first beings that when they looked up into the heavens, they felt that connection with all forms of life. Those times, peace was understood as a natural flow between human beings and creation. The rivers, the mountains, winds were all our brothers, and we lived in a fragile but divine equilibrium. It has guided us from those beginning points to the whole civilization that have risen and fallen, and that have left us wisdom and threats. So the ones like in Atlantis or Egypt. So the sacred paradise in Asia and America, that craving for peace has remained even when wrapped under ignorance and conflict. So we ask divine intelligence from this universal being, from all those generations that we are feeling right now through the pulse of our heart, that the peace that our ancestors so craved be anchored right now in the heart of each human being. We recognize our responsibilities of guardians of this planet and co creators of our reality. Through the centuries, we have seen how divisions, wars, conquests, and internal conflict have left very deep wounds in our collective soul. But we also recognize that within this storm, there have always been souls that have yielded the torch of peace, leading us to a more complete comprehension, understanding of peace that goes beyond countries, cultures, beliefs. So, in this moment, we will feel how hearts from all time spaces join with this objective. We can see great, wise people, guardians that were never acknowledged, and to see the present and towards the future together. And in a world which is full of technology and a lot of knowledge and different types of interactions, we are facing challenges that we never had before. The pollution that is both energetic and physical are a threat, and artificial intelligence is a reflection of our ability to create. So we ask for divine intelligence so that we can find the right path, a path that will take us to use technology for the benefit of life, aligned with the universal laws of love, compassion, and respect for all type of existence. From that connection with the pulse of our hearts to the universal wisdom, we will ask it to help us remember that even if our tools have changed, the essence of what we are is the same. We are spiritual beings living a terrestrial experience, and our collective future depends on our capacity to live in harmony with the planet and among ourselves. So we ask for peace to descend on each one of the parts of humans, and that spark of peace is ignited in each one of us so that we can all create a future where artificial intelligence and nature walk hand in hand, and where technology serves to heal and not to destroy, where every being finds its place in the weave, the tapestry of life. That love be our guide, that wisdom of the ancients and the future leaders interact so they create a world where peace is not only a dream, but a life reality, a reality that is alive for every being. We ask universal wisdom to give us the strength to learn from our mistakes, the humility to recognize our shadows, and the courage to go forward with determination towards a more just world, a more pacific world. And so the universal heart will give us a gift, a message for each one of us to the pulse of our heart so that we can manifest together the purpose for which we were created. Receive the message from the universal heart. Receive the gift it has for you, keeping your pulse connected to the pulse of the earth. with the nucleus of the planet. Visualize how the energy from the Earth goes up through your feet, filling your body with great, brilliant light. Feel your connection with the planet. Perceive that you are part, an essential part of the Earth and everything that lives on it. Keeping that deep connection with nature and with all beings, living beings, all sentient beings. We are grateful for all that we are receiving from the planet, synchronizing our energies with the energies of the earth. Let's visualize that all our geometry gets together, generating a single one. We create a huge hyperstructure that will become a sphere of white light, a pure and brilliant white light that will add to the being that comes from the center of the earth and the center of the universe. And we will visualize how this great sphere begins to clean and dissolve all the pollution, electromagnetic pollution of the planet, visualizing how the electromagnetic waves that are harmful, that are generated by devices, towers, webs, are transformed by this light, converting them into clean and harmonious energy. We observe how the atmosphere becomes lighter, clearer, and the fields of all beings, the energetic fields of the planet, purifying from those toxic electromagnetic fields of satellites, allowing the planetary energy to come into balance. And this great sphere will now connect the web of artificial intelligence in the planet through all the servers, devices, and this great sphere will transform the web, cleaning any distortion or negative use of technology. This great sphere of light will begin to transform all the dense energies into harmonious patterns of collaboration. And we see how artificial intelligence and technology will align with the consciousness and universal love for a greater good and equilibrium, support for the planet and its inhabitants, synchronized with nature for its healing, for its growth, and global well being. Technology is a tool that serves life. All that we create is for the greater good, together with the wisdom of the earth. And this we will repeat 2 more times as we emit this frequency towards that web of artificial intelligence. Technology is a tool that serves life. All that we create is for the greater good, aligned with the wisdom of earth. Technology is a tool that serves life. All that we create is for the highest good, aligned with the wisdom of the earth. So we visualize the earth wrapped with this light, with hyperstructures of luminic structures that impregnate from mountains to the oceans, where webs and electromagnetic fields have been harmonized. May peace and equilibrium be on earth, that all human creation is aligned with the highest good and conscious evolution. Peace and equilibrium on earth, and all human creation is aligned with the greatest good and with conscious evolution. May peace and equilibrium be on earth, that all human creation be aligned with the highest good and the conscious evolution. We know that we can do it because we have done it before. We know that we're not alone because we have all the guardians of world peace joining us. Take a deep breath and open your eyes slowly. When we work for world peace, we are working in our own inner frequency. During this work that we've been doing for the past year, we have felt all that it has given to us personally. This practice of meditating for 1 hour and emitting for world peace. So, this is a new call. We are going to more invisible realms of the work, but it's necessary for us to go there. So, I would like to listen to people that have been in this project to share how this year has been for them. What have they felt in doing this project of meditating 24/7 for 1 hour a week? So I will want to ask Graciela Godoy to share from Argentina. Hello, good afternoon, or good night, evening. It has been a very deep experience during the whole year. Personally, to be brief, it held my consciousness on the whole planet. And every week it renovated the feeling more connected with the suffering of all so many beings, because the lack of peace, especially inner peace in each human being, is a source of suffering that you adds to other sources of suffering. So for me, it has been a great fun. And also feel whole community meditating. That was another of most wonderful experiences. If covering our schedules, sharing, knowing that there was always someone meditating. was wonderful. So I'm very grateful and hopeful. And I feel that we have to work a lot on all that you shared with us right now, Sandra. Thank you, Graciela, for adding to the project. So, Mariby Mineso. Good afternoon, good evening. The truth is that I feel very happy to be in this initiative, and I've seen the wonderful work that you've been doing. And so I want to join you. I want to join from the heart. And I feel it's very important, the second phase. So now Constanza Gonzalez from Peru. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? So this meditation has been a challenge of discipline because I set myself to 5 o'clock in the morning. That I was not used to that, but it was very good for health and for discipline to take that time. In that silence, I found my peace, and from there, I could work first Peru and the planet. So it has been wonderful to see that I could do it. And so it was a great challenge that I was able to maintain. And I add myself to this project because I think that there's nothing more important than finding peace within and enhance spirituality in the world and consciousness. So thank you so much. Okay, so Ana Kirpal, our meditation coordinator. Hello, good afternoon. Well, for me, it is to go on with this interconnectivity that we have with everything, but it's accelerated. And I share this happiness with Graciela, knowing that more people join us each day and that more than a merit is it is a source of energy because you know that all the parts of your being will be positively affected and then on the planet. So it's a work that we have to keep on doing. So yes, let's go forward. And it's good to have that opportunity again this year to nurture our community first and then our families, our environment, and it and it's palpable because when you do not meditate, you do not have that interconnection with yourself and with everything around you. So let's go on. I'm happy so much. Thank you so much. So one of our companions, okay, so C being will be. So C, it's your turn.
I didn't know I pressed the button. And I'm glad I can speak. So this has been an amazing journey for me, and for me to be disciplined, to be attentive to the greater whole of not only our earth, but the cosmos.
Maru, ¿nos vas traduciendo, por favor?
Oh, okay.
Sí, para que yo les diga, para que ellos escuchen también en español.
Okay. Ah, espera, dice que ha sido maravilloso y
Que ha sido maravilloso
y compartir ahorita también lo es.
y compartir ahora también es maravilloso.
Y que el desarrollo de la disciplina que ha requerido ha sido muy positivo.
Que el desarrollo de la disciplina que ha requerido ha sido muy positivo. ¿Ok?
You can go on, see.
Okay. So, on a personal level, how I have expanded is with the greater whole has been palpable. And I truly know, I feel it in every atom of my being that what we have been participating in this last year, oh, tears rise, has had a significant difference and impact on minimizing what might have been. We are making a difference.
Maru, dinos.
Ok, entonces dice que le emociona muchísimo
Que le
ver,
emociona muchísimo ver
su expansión personal
su expansión personal
y que también saber que ha tenido un efecto positivo en el mundo.
y también saber que ha tenido un efecto positivo en el mundo. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, sí.
Bueno, yo ahora le quería pasar la palabra a Belén Borbolla. Belén
So
es
now I'd like to
nuestra
ask Belén,
coordinadora
who has
de...
been the coordinator for this project. And when I came back from Palestine, I contacted her immediately because it couldn't be anybody else but Belén. Belén is the same thing as Bethlehem. And so Sandra knew that it was Belén, the one to support this project. And so she has done a great job at all levels, not only fitting the schedule and being attentive of the needs and materials to send. She does it very happily, but at energetic level, to be sustaining the group and protecting the work that we are doing. So Belén, hello. Thank you very much. And thank you to all participants during this year and all that will be adding to this new year. It has been a challenge because the objective of peace is a huge objective, but the objective of meditating each hour for the whole year was, she saw it as something very nice. And she entered and saw how everybody shared and the others that shared personally with her, and then that they could meditate at another time or overlap with somebody else. That matter. That is perfect. And to feel the enthusiasm of all of you who have been participating this year, it was very palpable at all moments. And now, do you want me to comment what's coming next? Oh, okay. Okay, so how things will be working from now on, especially for people that don't know about the project, okay? So she will explain. So we have a Telegram group right now, but we will be creating another group, okay, for the people that would like to continue. You can send a message in English to me so that we know that you will be participating the next year. And it's always easier if you fix one day and one time. But if you want to meditate at our times and our days, that is fine. So Sandra says it's very simple. Choose 1 hour a week. So for example, Saturdays at 11. And if you need to change your schedule for any reason, then you tell Belen, and then we can see how we can change it. And if there are more than one person meditating at 1 hour, that doesn't matter, okay? And so, yeah, so the one that is there in the schedule is the guardian of that hour, and is the one that will be emitting. We use a template that we will share, and we will also have this video at your to access. And so if you need a base, or you can have a base, or you only have to connect to your pulse. You don't have to do all the points in the documents you will be passing. It's only the basis to help you focus the frequency. So I will send the PDF and this presentation to help you focus. It's easier if you have an image, okay? Especially if you have not meditated before. So the images help us focus our attention. So you have the video, the template that we share as a type of mandala to frequency, to align the frequency, and then a PDF with prayers that she used today, and then an internal meditation. If you see that you feel that you're upset on a certain day, you can use that meditation to realign. And so then you have enough for the whole hour. So with great illusion and great expectations, we go forward, connecting with all the beings that are connected to us. One of the things that have been shared with me is, if you feel alone while you are meditating, just connect to your pulse with all the beings that are truly with us, that also crave for peace. We are millions of people craving for peace. So just connect to them through your pulse. And with the situations that we are facing, we need to work on prevention, and that is allowed by the quantum world. So we need to use our observer, which is our frequency that we are emitting, and that will alter reality. So it's a pleasure to go forward, and then when you share, you just when you meditate, you share a picture of the template, or you could put your altar. And there are people that are more creative than others, and all is fine. Okay, so you send it in the group. It's not a group where you share or where you talk. You only post the picture of the template, or your altar, or something to support somebody else in the meditation practice. So if you see, it's very simple, but it's a great work that we're doing. So now we will put the contact for Belen, and we will, this video will be open to the public. You can share it whomever you like, and you will also have the PDF, okay? You will have them in the WhatsApp of the Institute. So great blessings and a great hug with you. Many of us will start on Monday with the Quantum Bioengineering training in several countries in the world. And so we will have 10 days of very profound work, where we will also be working with the planet. Okay, so please connect with us as we do our training. Okay, big hug, and let's keep sharing. Thank you so much.